Attempt to rape a Jummo housewife in Matiranga. An indigenous Mama woman raped in Lama. Construction of a house of rubber company occupying the site of Buddhist temple in Lama. 4 villagers abducted by bomb party in Ruma, villagers threatened to leave villages. Army demands arrest of 5 mock party terrorists from Manikchori border. Demonstration for 12-point demand including banning of cutting of natural trees in Jimai Khashipunji. Parliamentary Standing Committee recommended for a separate department for indigenous peoples. Police raid on minority house in Moralganj. These were the news in last week, now the details. Khagrachari correspondent informed that on February 24th, there was a complaint of attempted rape of an indigenous housewife by a Bengali Muslim settler at Chalitachara of Ward number 8 of Matiranga Upazila. It is reported that the settler who tried to rape, named Muhammad Saddam, 28, was engaged as a laborer in the construction of the border road under the initiative of the army. BJP members later took Muhammad Saddam Hussein into their custody and released him without taking any legal action. Bandarban correspondent informed that on February 25, an indigenous Marma woman was raped in Lama Upazila of Bandarban. Immediately after the incident, the people of the area caught the rapist Muhammad Khaisar red-handed. But the chairman of the local union sent Muhammad Khaisar to a private hospital in Chokoria under Cox's Bazar in the name of treatment. From there, on February 26, the rapist Muhammad Khaisar was given an opportunity to escape. Meanwhile, on 20 February, 20 to 30 hired Bengali workers under the leadership of Muhammad Dalbar, who is in charge of Lama Rubber Industries, forcibly occupied the site of the Ashok Buddhist temple and built a house of the rubber company at Rangan Rokarbaripara of Sharo Union in Lama. During the demonstration held on 26 February on behalf of the rubber company, Sharo Union Chairman Muhammad Idris proposed to give 5 acres of land to each family of the villagers. But the villagers strongly protested and rejected the proposal. Meanwhile, the victims of Mro and Tripura villagers said, "We do not want the unfair 5 acres of land proposed by Lama Rubber Industries. We want our rightful ownership of 400 acres of land. We will continue to fight till the last drop of blood to protect our ancestral land." In Sharo Union, Lama Rubber Industries Limited has taken 1600 acres of land on lease. But it is alleged to have occupied around 4000 acres of traditional Jung farming lands and village forests belonging to indigenous Mro and Tripura villagers. In order to occupy 400 acres of 3 more indigenous villages, Lama Rubber Company has been attacking, burning, filing false cases and harassing the villagers one after another. Meanwhile, at 7 p.m. on March 1, the police arrested one of the leaders of the Bhumi Raksha Sangram Committee, Mothi Tripura, in a false case filed by Lama Rubber Industries by calling him to the Kayaju Bazar police outpost in Sharo Union. It is alleged that incidents of threatening the villagers to leave their respective villages, abducting 4 Tanjanga villagers and release them after harassment of 2 days, camping at least in 2 schoolhouses by bomb party, closure of at least 6 primary schools due to threatening of by bomb party armed terrorists have taken place. Last week, the army claimed that 5 terrorists of mock party terrorists were arrested from the border of Manikchori Upazila of Khagrachari district. It is to be noted that last January, the Guimara Army Region authorities and the local leadership of the ruling Army League of Manikchori Upazila brought a group of armed terrorists of the mock party with 7 firearms from Rajasthali to Manikchori and deployed them in Hatimur area of Manikchori. According to local sources, the army has arrested mock party terrorists due to the mock party's rivalry with the military-backed UPDF Democratic and reformist terrorist groups over dominance and extortion, also due to the army's vested interest for promotion. The special correspondent of Hilvas informed that in a demonstration held on February 23, 12-point demands was raised, including the ban on cutting of natural trees of Jimai Khashipunji in Kulara Upazila of Maulavi Bazar. In 2012, the government renewed the lease of 661 acres of land to the Jimai Tea Plantation Authority, ignoring the traditional land rights of the Khasiyas, the traditional livelihood and existence. Now, the Tea Plantation Authority undertook steps to cut down 2,000 trees of Jimai Punji, which will affect the livelihood of Khasi people. Meanwhile, in the 32nd meeting of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on the Ministry of Cultural Affairs held at the Sangsad Bhavan on February 26, the Parliamentary Standing Committee recommended the Ministry to take the opinion of the Legislative Department of the Law Ministry for the formation of a separate department for the indigenous peoples of the plain land of the country. It is suggested that it will be an opportunity to improve the quality of life of the indigenous peoples of the whole country and promote their culture and traditions at home and abroad. On February 25, Jotin Adhikari's house was broken by the police in Dumuria village of Jiadura Union in Moralganj of Bagirhat. During this time, idols of the deity were mashed up and articles of worship and kirtan were broken. Bangladesh Hindu Buddhist Christian Oikya Porishad strongly condemned and protested this incident. Bureau Report, Hill Voice TV. Keep on watching Hill Voice TV for unreported human rights violations.